Son Heung-min and Harry Kane, a best duo in the Premier League of all time. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, talks about your reaction through the game. I mean, obviously we're all going to speak about Kane and his performance, which we'll come on to in a moment. But who else stood out for you today?
Matt Doherty, he surprised me. The thing is, in the pre-match pump-up, I actually said to David, I want to see him get a goal or an assist, and he actually got both. So,
You need
wow.
to keep saying that, Dan. You need to keep saying that every
Yeah,
pump up.
yeah. I've Matt Doherty for this game. I preferred him to play because we needed a player that could actually cross the ball for one of these games. I could not keep seeing Emerson Royale just keep running down the wing and then just crossing it over every single player in the box. My eyes were hurting. So finally, we saw someone who could put the ball in the box, and he actually put the ball in the back of the net, and he almost assisted Sessegnon when he slid into the post, which had me worried. But yeah, Harry Kane, obviously, world class performance. I don't know how this man, his vision, he doesn't have a 20/20 vision, man. He has a 40/20. I don't know how he keeps spotting Sonny when he's making those runs in. It's insane. I do not understand how he keeps spotting Sonny. It was like that ball that he sent to Sonny was like Southampton when Sonny scored 4 goals.
Yeah,
Uh,
spot on.
and then the ball from Højbjerg to Harry Kane for his goal was insane as well. Winksy looked good though. I'm not sure why SofaScore gave him a 6.9. That's very harsh.
Yeah, a lot of the people on SofaScore have actually said that is. Well, I'm not going to repeat the language because we'll get demonetized. But I don't understand it. You know, Robin Koch for Leeds got higher rated than Winks.
Well, do you know what? Let's see in the chat. What in the chat would you give Harry Winks? Just Harry Winks alone on that performance. Obviously, I think it was a great performance. But the other person you touched on there, Dan, was obviously, and I think we need to talk about him a bit because he started to come into his own, is Ryan Sessegnon.
Yeah.
I think it was another solid. If we look at it, he played against Man City and did very well. He did it against Liverpool, and now he's had a good performance away at Leeds. And that ball for Doherty's first goal was right on the money, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Sessegnon's the thing that I've been mad about Sessegnon with these past few days was how he gets the ball and instead of running down the wing, he just goes inside with the ball and then loses it every single time. He wasn't doing that today, and I think that's why he improved, Sessegnon. But it was that even that ball that Sessegnon put in, that was a brilliant through ball by Harry Winks to Sessegnon. So that all of that goes into part with a fantastic, strong pass by Sessegnon all the way to Doherty, and Doherty's finish was good. Sessegnon, he surprised, and he had me really worried with that injury. That could be dangerous. Where he collided with the post.
Just quickly, everyone's giving in the chat Winks, and I'd probably say it's either a 7.5 or an 8.
Okay.
Which is I'd probably say it's a bit more realistic. But just on the Sessegnon, do you think Conte doesn't rate Reguilon? Because this is now three games he hasn't started. Yes, I understand he's had COVID, which obviously can rip you apart. But he's now fully fit and he's been on the bench the last 2 games. Do you think he'll start against Middlesbrough?
I don't think Reguilon was fit last game because he wasn't even on the bench.
Do you know what I'm
He's definitely on the bench today though, and he didn't even get any minutes.
Yeah,
at all.
he was on the bench today, but COVID does do a lot of. I had COVID recently, and it breaks you down. I don't think he's 100% fit. Maybe even had a talk with Conte and said that he's not 100% fit, and to give Sessegnon one more start. I think that was Sessegnon's last performance before Reguilon starts getting back into the starting 11.
Well, you know what, Dan? I'm just put a spanner in the works with this and just throw a theory out there. Obviously, this isn't. I don't know anything about it. What would you say to the thought that maybe this is happening because Real Madrid have let Spurs know they're going to activate that buyback clause, which they've got in the summer? So he's starting to use Sessegnon a bit more in preparation. I mean, could be a wild theory that I've just chucked out there, but he has been a player. When he first signed, I literally said, I think Reguilon is going to be the biggest beneficiary of Conte being there, because I thought the wing-back system and everything, this is going to suit this man to a T. But whether it be through lack of form or COVID or an injury, he's just been so in and out. And now with Reguilon on the bench, I would have thought Reguilon would have started today because of the pace that Leeds have, just on that. So who knows? I mean, like I said, this is just a theory I'm chucking out there.
I'd really hate that.
Sessegnon has been. He was very good against Man City.
He was.
And then Burnley is just, you know, it's just one of those games, isn't it? The dice didn't roll for us, and you know, if he doesn't want to play Reguilon, then there's an agenda. Well, he'll either work it out or he'll be gone in the summer.
Yeah.
Conte doesn't hang on to players. He'll make it clear that he doesn't rate him. But I think Reguilon will start against Middlesbrough, and I think Sessegnon will be back for Everton. I think that's what will happen.
Yeah.
How many players for you Dan, that started today against Middlesbrough?
I think we still got to put a few strong players out there. But there's some players that have to be rested, maybe even Harry Kane. I'd like to see Dane Scarlett, and I'd like to see Bergwijn as well. But Middlesbrough is not a team that we should be taking lightly. They did take out Manchester United. And we are Tottenham Hotspur. So that's always a game to worry about. Oops.
Is that your agent, Dan?
No, that's my mom. She's calling for a coffee downstairs. Yeah. When it comes to it, it's worrying.
What did you make of Kulusevski today? 21 years old, 2 goals in his last 3 games at City and today. I thought he was excellent. Did you think he was on par with that or not?
Yeah, he looked good. Kulusevski, I like to call him Kulusexy. He looked very good, and I like. Oh my god! I'm sorry, but he looks very good, and especially when he cuts in. And when he scored that goal, it was phenomenal. I was very surprised with that finish. I did not think he was going to finish. I thought he was going to find someone in the box, but great job by Kulusevski, and I'm very happy with how he's been. I think we got a fantastic player from Juventus, and if they want to keep throwing our deadwood to us, let them keep throwing it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. I can't remember exactly. What is the arrangement with the Kulusevski deal? It's an obligation if we get Champions League?
It's a loan, and then it's an option. It's an obligation to buy within 18 months. So in the summer, or it's either an option or an obligation. We have to in the summer we've got to spend around 50 million euros on Romero. And then what they've done is, so the January afterwards, or the summer afterwards, so a year in the summer, we'll have to pay the money for Kulusevski. It's smart from Daniel Levy because we haven't got to fork out 80 million euros in the summer. But at the same time, why wait for a year and a half if we've got to pay the money? Why not just pay the money now? Because if we don't, he's banking, absolutely banking, that we get Champions League football. Because if we don't get the Champions League football, or at least Europa League football, where's this money coming from? And according to certain reporters, we're the 8th richest team in the world. We're 700 million in debt.
So the thing as well, what I want to know is, do Juventus, because Allegri isn't doing, it don't look like they're winning the Serie A this year. Is there an option if another manager comes in for them to call him back, or is it that it's an 18-month contract minimum that he's staying
with an option to buy?
Okay.
And Allegri didn't rate him. Didn't rate him highly. You know, you look at Juventus as well. Speaking about their deadwood and players that might not be there, Dybala is a free agent in the summer. He walks into this team, and we've got an out-and-out playmaker. Harry Kane.
You want to know a story? You want to know a story?
Talking about someone that knows a lot about Dybala, so fire away, Dan.
Yeah, I used to have a Juventus shirt signed back there where the Spurs 100 jersey was, and that's signed by Paulo Dybala and Joao Cancelo. I met them both in the airport, and that was when we were heavily linked to Paulo Dybala. And I said, Dybala, can you come to Tottenham? And he just laughed.
Well, there you go.
Well, that just basically sums it up. That's just crushed all of our dreams.
There you go. Well, who knows? As a free agent, we may get this deal done long last. But Dan, before we let you go, mate, plug your incredible channel. And obviously, when I get back into Canada and I'm on your time zone, I can't wait to come back on the channel. But give yourself a plug.
All right. Dan THFC, make sure to subscribe. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Dan, always a pleasure, my man.
Thanks for coming on, Dan.